Since the beginning of time, sages, mystics, and seekers have whispered the same truth in different tongues. Everything moves. What appears still is only an illusion. Behind the mask of matter, the universe hums with an eternal rhythm, a vibration that never ceases. This isn't just poetry. It's the hidden structure behind your very existence. Today, we open the veil on one of the most sacred laws of ancient wisdom, the law of vibration. Before we continue, like this video, subscribe, and type "I am vibration" in the comments if you're ready to align your energy with the pulse of the universe. Imagine this: the ground under your feet, the air in your lungs, even the thoughts in your head. All are in motion. Nothing is ever truly still. This is the ancient teaching known as the law of vibration, the third Hermetic principle handed down from Hermes Trismegistus, the scribe of divine secrets. According to this law, everything in existence, seen and unseen, vibrates at its own frequency. Matter, energy, emotions, and even consciousness are not fixed things. They are waves of energy in motion. This is not just spiritual metaphor. From the sacred syllable Om in Hindu tradition, said to be the sound of creation, to the vibrating strings of quantum theory in modern physics, the message is the same. Life is vibration. To live in harmony with the universe, one must first recognize this pulse within and around them. The ancients did not need electron microscopes or physics labs to understand the truth. They felt it in the stillness of meditation, in the movement of stars, in the breath of silence. Ancient Egyptians, Vedic sages, and Greek philosophers all agreed. Change is the constant, movement is the message. Heraclitus declared that everything flows, nothing remains. What he sensed, Hermeticism defined. Vibration is the essence of creation. Every object, every thought, every emotion has a frequency, a rhythm, a tone. You are not a body made of solids and bones. You are light, slowed down to a perceivable frequency. The physical world is simply energy vibrating at different speeds. Understanding this law doesn't require belief, only awareness, and awareness unlocks transformation. Modern science now confirms what the mystics once intuited in sacred solitude. Quantum physics shows us that atoms are mostly empty space, with particles dancing and spinning in constant motion. Einstein himself said that matter and energy are two forms of the same thing, vibrating at different rates. Even when something appears at rest, its subatomic parts are pulsing with activity. So, when Hermetic wisdom tells us that nothing rests, not your body, your thoughts, or even your soul, it speaks a profound truth. Vibration is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. To know vibration is to understand the hidden unity of all things: body and spirit, thought and form, observer and reality. This is why Hermeticism calls it a foundational law, for without vibration, nothing could be. But this isn't just about the stars and the atoms. The law of vibration lives within you, in your thoughts, emotions, heartbeat, and breath. Your anger has a frequency. So does your love, your joy, your fear, your dreams. Each is a signal, a tone in the symphony of existence. Every time you feel, speak, think, or breathe with awareness, you alter your vibration, and in doing so, you influence the entire field around you. You're not separate from the dance of the universe. You're a dancer, a note in the divine song. As Hermes once said, "As above, so below. As within, so without." When you begin to feel your vibration, you are no longer asleep in the illusion. You awaken. You begin to create, not just react. When you understand that everything vibrates, you begin to see life differently. Problems are not fixed. They are energies in motion. Relationships are not random. They are vibrational matches. Even illness and healing, poverty and abundance, fear and faith, they all vibrate at different levels. This is not superstition, it is energetic science. Just as a tuning fork can raise the pitch of another by resonance, your own frequency affects the world around you. And the beauty of it is this: you are not a prisoner of your vibration. You are its conductor. You can shift it, Raise it, align it, and when you do, the universe responds not with coincidence, but with resonance. Everything you experience reflects what you vibrate. That is the first step toward spiritual mastery, becoming aware of the frequency you are sending out right now. The deeper you go into this truth, the more the illusion of solidity begins to fade. Everything you once believed to be fixed and unchangeable, your body, your environment, even your circumstances, are not as solid as they appear. They are vibrations shaped into temporary form. Modern quantum physics now echoes what ancient mystics proclaimed thousands of years ago. Matter is not a thing, but a rhythm, a frequency, a pattern of moving energy. At the core of every object, from a grain of sand to a star, are vibrating particles moving in ways that seem random but obey universal laws. These vibrations are not only constant, but intelligent. They create what we see, feel, and experience. And if all things are built from these invisible vibrations, then reality itself is a song. And your thoughts, emotions, and focus are the instruments tuning the melody. Let's go even deeper. Even when something seems to be at rest, science reveals that there is no such thing. On a subatomic level, everything is always moving. Werner Heisenberg, one of the fathers of quantum physics, introduced the uncertainty principle, a discovery that revolutionized our understanding of reality. It states that we can't know both the position and the speed of a particle at the same time. Why? Because the act of observing changes what is being observed. This means that reality doesn't exist in a fixed state. It flickers between possibilities, waiting for your consciousness to choose a form. This principle is not just scientific. It is mystical. It reflects the Hermetic truth that your inner world shapes your outer experience. Observation, attention, and intention are not passive. They are vibrational forces of creation. Now think about this. If the mere act of observing can affect matter, what does that say about the power of your focus, your words, your emotions? The law of vibration teaches that your mind is not a prisoner inside your body. It is a field that reaches out, interacts, and reshapes what is around you. Thoughts have frequencies. Emotions have charge. They ripple into the unseen and influence what becomes visible. This is why two people in the same situation can experience completely different outcomes. Their vibrational alignment is not the same. What you think, you attract. What you feel, you create. And what you focus on expands, not by magic, but by frequency. This is the forgotten power of the soul, to mold reality not through force, but through vibration. Let's bring this even closer to the heart. Your brain emits waves, alpha, beta, theta, and delta, each linked to different states of awareness. But your heart does something even more profound. Studies from the Heart Math Institute show that the heart creates an electromagnetic field more powerful than the brain's. This field changes depending on your emotional state. When you feel love, appreciation, or gratitude, the heart sends out a coherent, harmonious signal. But when you're in fear, anger, or stress, the signal becomes chaotic and dissonant. These vibrations don't just stay in your body, they radiate outward, influencing people, places, and even events. In ancient times, this was known as the aura, or energy field. Today, it's simply called coherent. Your emotions shape your vibration, and your vibration shapes your life. You are not separate from the field. You are part of it. And because you are part of it, you can change it. This is where the true power of the law of vibration comes alive. When you raise your inner state through breath, silence, gratitude, or loving intention, you begin to resonate with higher frequencies. These higher states don't just feel good, they shift what you attract, how you see the world, and how the world responds to you. You begin to tune into a different station, one where clarity, peace, and purpose become natural. This is not about pretending to be happy. It's about aligning with the truth beneath the chaos, the still rhythm that hums through all of creation. When you vibrate from that place, reality bends in your favor, not because you demanded it, but because you matched it. Once you understand that vibration shapes reality, A new question arises. What is the vibration of thought? The answer is simple yet profound. Thoughts are not just silent mental chatter. They are energy, waves emitted from your mind that carry specific frequencies. Every thought has a tone. A loving thought vibrates differently than a fearful one. A creative idea radiates a frequency far higher than a thought rooted in doubt. Just like a musical instrument, your mind is always playing a melody. Whether harmonious or dissonant, depends on what you're thinking. The ancients believed this, and now so do neuroscientists. They've mapped out how different mental states produce different brain waves. Your brain's electromagnetic field shifts based on your focus and mood. This is not theory, it's physics. You're emitting energy all the time. You're always tuning the field around you. But thoughts don't work alone. They are always accompanied by emotion, and emotion, energy in motion, is what gives thought its power. You can think 100 positive affirmations, but if you feel fear while doing it, your vibration reflects the fear, not the words. Emotion is the amplifier. It charges thought with creative fuel. This is why spiritual teachers emphasize not just thinking differently, but feeling differently. Emotions are waves, and those waves ripple through your body, your aura, and into your reality. A single emotion, like gratitude, can lift your entire frequency. Just as a pebble dropped into water sends ripples outward, your emotional energy affects your health, your relationships, and your opportunities. Ancient traditions knew this too. In Chinese medicine, emotions are stored in organs. In yoga, emotions are seen as energies locked in chakras. In Hermeticism, they are seen as vibrations that shape the world. So, what does this mean for your everyday life? It means you hold more power than you realize. Every time you choose to shift from fear to peace, from frustration to appreciation, you are recalibrating your energetic field. You are retuning your frequency. This is not about pretending, nor is it about ignoring difficult emotions. It's about recognizing them, understanding their energy, and learning how to rise above them. Just as a musician doesn't curse a wrong note, but simply corrects it, you can gently guide your emotional energy back to a higher state. Through awareness, breathwork, prayer, meditation, or simply being present, you lift your vibration. And as you do, your life begins to mirror that shift. Doors open. People respond differently. Opportunities appear, not by accident, but by vibration. Science is now catching up to these ancient truths. Researchers have proven that your emotions generate electromagnetic signals that can be measured. Your heart, especially, is a powerful transmitter. It sends out a vibrational field that can be felt by others, even influencing their emotional state. That means your inner world is not contained within you. It extends beyond. When you walk into a room, people feel your energy before you speak. This is why some people light up a space, while others drain it. It's all vibration, and the more you master your inner state, the more your presence becomes medicine for the world. This is spiritual leadership, not by authority, but by frequency. To heal the world, we begin by healing the vibration within ourselves. The beauty of vibration is that it's never fixed. You can shift it at any moment. That means healing, change, and transformation are always possible. You're not stuck. You're vibrating. And with intention, you can rise. The more you surround yourself with love, beauty, silence, and truth, the higher your frequency becomes. And the higher you rise, the more life begins to flow with you, not against you. This is the secret path of the mystic, the healer, the creator. To rise in frequency is to rise in awareness, to remember who you truly are. A being of light, vibrating in rhythm with the divine. It's time to stop waiting for reality to change and start tuning your inner instrument. As you do, the entire song of your life changes. When you raise your vibration, you're not just changing how you feel, you're changing what you attract. Just as a radio must be tuned to the right station to receive clear sound, Your consciousness must be tuned to a higher frequency to receive clarity, guidance, and peace. You don't need to chase abundance, love, or healing. You need to vibrate at the level where those things naturally exist. This is the hidden truth behind all manifestation. The law of vibration is the root, and the law of attraction is the fruit. When your inner frequency rises, the world around you begins to harmonize. You begin to see possibilities instead of problems, patterns instead of chaos, and opportunities instead of limitations. This shift is subtle but powerful. It's the foundation of every spiritual transformation. Hermetic teachings remind us that nothing is more important than inner alignment. As Hermes Trismegistus taught, he who understands vibration holds the scepter of power. This isn't a metaphor, it's a blueprint. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions all vibrate in harmony, you become magnetic. The universe responds to coherence. If you are scattered in your thoughts and conflicted in your emotions, your vibration is dissonant. But when you are still inside, when your heart and mind are unified, your vibration becomes pure, and that purity draws in divine flow. Harmony within creates harmony without. That is the essence of mastery. Not control, but coherence. The ability to hold peace, even when the world trembles. The ability to shine, even in the dark. This is not given. It is practiced. There are simple ways to raise your vibration each day. The first is the power of awareness. Just becoming conscious of your breath, your thoughts, your words, shifts the field. When you stop and breathe deeply, you signal to your body that peace is present. You begin to reset. The second is gratitude. It's not just a good habit, it's a frequency. Gratitude instantly lifts your vibration because it acknowledges abundance instead of lack, even in the smallest moment. Giving thanks creates expansion. Another way is present. When you stop projecting into the future or dragging the past behind you, you arrive in the now, and the now is where all high vibration lives. In this space, everything becomes clearer, lighter, more vibrant. Your energy aligns with truth, not illusion. Don't underestimate the role of your environment. The people you speak with, the music you listen to, the food you eat, the colors you wear, they all carry vibration. Some uplift, some drain. Some expand your awareness. Others limit it. Surround yourself with what nourishes your soul. Walk in nature. Listen to silence. Embrace beauty. These are not luxuries. They are vibrational tools. And the more sensitive you become to your own energy, the more you'll sense the vibration of everything around you. You'll feel when something uplifts or lowers your frequency. You'll notice which thoughts carry light and which carry shadow. This is not judgment. It's awareness. And awareness is the first step to liberation. The ultimate vibration is love. Not romantic love, not attachment, but pure, boundless, compassionate love. The love that sees the divine in all things. This frequency doesn't just elevate your mood, it elevates your entire being. It heals your body, softens your mind, and opens the gates of intuition. In this state, you don't try to manifest, you become a magnet for all that is aligned. You don't seek answers, they arise naturally. You don't chase peace, you become it. The more you dwell in this high vibration, the more your life becomes a reflection of it. This is what it means to live in sacred alignment, to be a living instrument tuned to the frequency of the cosmos. When you begin to master your vibration, something even more powerful happens. You start to influence the collective field. Your personal energy is not isolated. It's connected to the great ocean of consciousness we all share. This is where your spiritual growth becomes a service to humanity. Each elevated thought, each moment of compassion, each act of forgiveness, these ripple outward, touching others in ways you may never see. Rupert Sheldrake called this the morphic field, the shared vibrational memory of all living things. The ancients called it the collective soul. Regardless of the name, the truth remains. As you lift your vibration, you help lift the whole. You become a lighthouse, calm, steady, glowing, guiding others toward peace just by being what you are. This is not just poetic language, it is real energy at work. Studies show that a single person meditating in peace can influence the heart rhythms of those nearby. The vibration of joy is contagious. The presence of someone grounded in love can melt the tension in a room. You've felt this before. Maybe when someone walked in and changed the entire atmosphere without saying a word. That's not coincidence. That's resonance. Your energy speaks before your mouth ever does. And when you raise your inner frequency consistently, your life begins to carry a natural blessing. Not because you try to impress or persuade, but because your presence becomes healing. You become a vibrational sanctuary for others without effort. This is spiritual maturity, not loud, not dramatic, but deeply transformative. But to stay in that vibration, you must protect your energy. Not with walls, but with wisdom. Just as a musician keeps their instrument in tune, you must care for your internal harmony. This means learning to recognize what pulls your frequency down. Old habits, toxic conversations, self-critical thoughts, and gently release them. Not in anger, but with clarity. You are sacred space. You were never meant to carry everything. Letting go is not weakness. It's intelligent vibration. The lighter you become inside, the higher you can rise. The freer you are to move with the divine rhythm of life. This is not escapism. It's sacred responsibility. You're tuning yourself to be a clearer channel for the energies of peace, love, truth, and healing. It's also essential to understand that raising your vibration doesn't mean avoiding pain. It means facing it differently. Even sadness and loss have their own sacred frequency when met with love and presence. Emotions are not enemies, they're messengers. When you meet them with compassion, they shift. They vibrate higher. This is alchemy, the ancient art of transforming dense energy into light. You become an inner alchemist, using your awareness to transmute fear into wisdom, anger into clarity, grief into compassion. This is how we evolve. Not by escaping life, but by meeting it with a deeper frequency, the one that knows nothing is wasted, and everything is vibration. As your frequency stabilizes, your intuition awakens. You begin to hear the subtle whispers of guidance, the quiet nudges from spirit, not as noise, but as clarity. The mind gets quiet, the heart opens. Life becomes less of a puzzle and more of a poem. You begin to feel your way through reality, instead of forcing it. This is vibrational navigation, moving through life by resonance rather than resistance. Your soul already knows the way. The more you tune in, the more life flows with ease, grace, and purpose. Not because everything becomes perfect, but because you've become aligned. You've found your frequency, and through it, the universe sings back to you. You were never meant to live in confusion, fear, or scarcity. You were designed to resonate with beauty, clarity, and divine intelligence. The law of vibration is not just a concept to understand. It's a truth to live by. And the more you align with this truth, the more life begins to reflect back your highest self. You start seeing signs, feeling guided, and realizing that the universe was never against you. It was simply responding to the frequency you were emitting. You are the sender, the receiver, and the tuner. Once you claim that power, everything changes. If this message has stirred something deep within you, let the universe know by liking this video, subscribing, and typing "I am alignment" in the comments. Your vibration matters, and it's time the world feels it. The journey to raise your vibration is not about perfection. It's about practice, daily, gentle, committed practice, speaking kind words, breathing with awareness, listening to your inner voice, moving your body with care, choosing peace over conflict, clarity over chaos, and love over fear. These are not small acts. They are sacred rituals that shape your frequency. And when you commit to them, you begin to vibrate differently. You become someone who doesn't just survive life, but creates it. Not from force, but from flow. Not from ego, but from essence. In this state, life responds because life recognizes your signal. Hermes Trismegistus taught that the universe is mind, and vibration is its language. That means every thought, emotion, and action you take is speaking into the cosmos. And the cosmos, in turn, is echoing back. What you focus on expands. What you nurture within becomes your outer experience. You are not powerless. You are not broken. You are vibrating potential, a radiant spark of divine intelligence, encoded with the ability to shape your own reality through the frequency of your being. And when you remember this, you no longer chase your destiny. You attract it through alignment. You have a choice every day to raise your vibration or to remain entangled in patterns that lower it. The path is simple, but not always easy. It requires presence. It requires honesty. And it requires love. The kind of love that forgives, releases, and expands. The kind of love that sees yourself as part of something sacred and eternal. The kind of love that lifts others simply by being expressed. When you live in this love, your vibration becomes your legacy. Not just something you do, but something you are. And that vibration outlives word. It echoes into the field. It touches lives. It changes the world. So breathe deeply now. And remember this. You are vibration. You are energy in motion. You are a soul in rhythm with the all. And the more you align with that rhythm through stillness, kindness, clarity, and courage, the more the universe will align with you. This is the sacred path, the journey not upward, but inward, not louder, but deeper. And as you walk it, remember, you are not alone. The universe walks with you, hums through you, and responds to your every vibration. Let your life be a song worth listening to. Let your soul be a note that raises the whole symphony.